Pre-reading strategies in English language arts. Pre-reading strategies are instructional techniques that prepare students to understand something they are about to read. They are relevant for all ELA learners, including ELL, in order to help learners engage in the text and to help students identify the sources of their reading difficulties. Pre-reading is important to increase student comprehension. So why are they important? Well, before you start anything new, it's important to have a warm-up. The same applies to reading. If you are able to prepare your mind to focus to the best of its ability, your comprehension of the text will increase. Pre-reading strategies are a great way to prepare and support students prior to beginning something new. Not only that, but they help engage students to become more involved in the text. Students often struggle to derive meaning from the text they are required to read in school, so pre-reading strategies can help them create meaningful experiences and figure out how they can relate the literature to their own lives. For teachers, pre-reading strategies can help highlight student knowledge and difficulties. Teachers can target areas that require improvement as well as areas that offer student success. They can also help teachers recognize important connections between students and the text. Here, I've given two examples of pre-reading exercises. The first is called Probable Passage. Probable Passage is a pre-reading exercise that helps strengthen student knowledge by using vocabulary, prediction, and writing. This is a sample worksheet I've created based on the novel To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee that I would give to students prior to the beginning of the novel. The students would work in groups on this assignment to place the 12 phrases and key terms that I've drawn from the novel into various categories. They may also look at the front cover of the novel to help, but they can't open it. The words in the word bank are Alabama, injustice, lawyer, racism, Blue Radley, Great Depression, courage, children, loss of innocence, fear, a trial, and good versus evil. The student will decide which word belongs in each category, which are setting, characters, problems, outcomes, and unknown words. This assignment tests the student's ability to differentiate between key terms and think critically about the context in which the words are used. There is an extra box that I've added called Questions about the Text that gives the students the opportunity to write down anything they find curious or wish they could know more about after dividing the words and phrases up into boxes. By giving the students the option to write down their questions, it allows them to engage in the novel study, as they will read the novel and find the answers to their questions. After this part of the assignment, the students will create a gist statement stating what they think the novel will be about. They should try to use as many of the key words as possible in order to justify their prediction. The point of this assignment is not to mark students on the correctness of their predictions or organization of words, but to help them think critically about the reading and help them become better readers by engaging in various aspects of the text and access their own prior knowledge. Probable passages also teach them about story structure and the elements of a story, and how to make connections to the text. When we go through the words together as a class after they are done, they will see multiple meanings emerge for the key terms. For example, some students will say that loss of innocence can be a problem in the story, while others can infer it as an outcome. This exercise will help the students engage and become better readers. The second pre-reading strategy I've chosen is an exercise called Character Quotes. Character Quotes is a strategy that focuses on character. It intends to build background knowledge by introducing the student to some of the characters without revealing their names. This is a sample worksheet, again, that I've created, also based on Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird. Ideally, this worksheet will be used to supplement the probable passage worksheet in order to build on the student's background knowledge of the novel, but can be standalone as well. The students will be divided into groups of 3 or 4, depending on class size, and each group will be assigned one of the 6 quotes. Each group will read their assigned quote and generate as many descriptions as they think describe their character based off the quote. It may seem difficult at first. The key to the assignment is for the students to think critically about their quote and identify different aspects, such as tone, word choice, that might give them an idea of what the character is like. The teacher will explain this part of the assignment in great detail to make sure that there is no confusion. As with probable passage, the goal is not to mark the students on correctness, but to assess their ability to make inferences. After the students have generated enough they should write a prediction about their character. The worksheet asks students to consider two questions. What will the character be like? What do you think you'll learn about them? The students can incorporate any information or questions that they want into their prediction as long as it is based on their own choice of words and phrases that they think describe the character. Ask the students to consider what they think the conflicts of their characters will be. Make sure they add a reason for their prediction. This strategy is also used as a way to engage students in the text that they are reading. It builds on their background knowledge and their ability to make critical inferences from a quotation that does not necessarily have any context. These quotes can also help prepare students for a challenging text, particularly one that is thematically as strong as To Kill a Mockingbird. It extends their insights into the definition of character and allows them to work collaboratively and use their shared background knowledge. If students are able to make these inferences, it can help build their comprehension, help them make personal connections, and strengthen their critical thinking and vocabulary skills.